Hello, everybody. How are you guys? It's late night, early morning. It's early morning, really. 6:30 a.m. Sun will be up in another 45 minutes, probably here in Pittsburgh. We're doing some lyrics explained, and a lot of people are talking to me and say, "Joe, what's with Lil Nas X, man? I mean, talk to us about this new song, Panini." And give us the lyrics explained. So let's get into it. Panini is the follow up to Old Town Road, of course. Now, when you have a monster hit like Old Town Road, it's very, very difficult to match it. I would say Post Malone had that skill. There's very few artists that can do it. They can pull it off, hit after hit after hit, right? Now, this song is a hit, but it just doesn't have that same, in my opinion, the same lyrical quality of Old Town Road. But nonetheless, it's a catchy little ditty, and of course, he's talking about panini sandwiches. Now, what is a panini? Let's clarify what it is actually. Panini is Italian. The translation means small bread. So it's a grilled. It's usually served on grilled bread that's warm. So they either toast it or grill it. So, for example, when you go to Subway, just talking on a different level, but to help explain they say, "Do you want it toasted?" And that's a sub that's toasted sort of way. It's that's kind of what a panini is, to give you a little bit better example. But a lot of times since it's such an Italian sandwich, a lot of times it'll have gabagool. No, it'll have salami, mortadella. You can't put anything in a panini really, but the traditional panini would tend to have those kinds of fillings, right? Ham, cheese, mortadella. So it's not sliced necessarily. They might cut it in half, but it's not like a sliced bread. But it's if you've ever had a baguette, that they'll use that for paninis. If you've ever had ciabatta bread, that's a very common panini bread. And so they cut it horizontally and fill it. You get the idea. So the lyrics of Panini talk about the warmth of the bread, and he's correlating the sandwich to a former relationship is what he's doing in the song. And so when he talks about the warmth that you bring to my innards through your melted cheese and toasted bread, he's correlating the warmth of the sandwich to the warmth of the relationship. And a lot of people don't make that connection because he talks so lovingly about the bread itself, about the sandwich itself. And why not? I mean, if you've ever had a warm, toasty panini with warm soup on a winter day, right? You have the warm soup and the warm panini, and maybe you have the proper craft beer, okay, to go with both of those things. So the coolness of the beer, the warmth of the panini, the warmth of the soup, and you look out and there's 3 feet of snow on the ground, and you say, "This is the life." And you correlate all of that comfort food with warmth and safety and goodness. And then it'd be like when your relationship breaks up, it'd be like somebody walked into that scene with a hockey stick and swept all of your warm and tasty and comfort food onto the ground. Just took one slice of their hockey stick. Maybe it's a curved stick, maybe it's a straight blade, maybe it's taped, maybe it's not. They walk in with their hockey equipment on, like a big defenseman. He's got the helmet. He's got no teeth. Or maybe it's a lady or a man in hockey equipment. It depends on your own personal nightmare. And they sweep your warm, toasty panini, your warm soup, and your cool, full-bodied craft beer onto the floor of your house. Boom! Well, that's what it's like breaking up with someone you love, is what he's saying in this song. So, guys, it's an emotional song. It's really it's heartbreaking, really, because if you've ever, it'd be like this. Have you ever done this? You make your favorite sandwich. Let's say your favorite sandwich. Doesn't have to be a panini. Let's broaden it out. You make your favorite dish, the one that you love, the comfort food that makes you feel like safe and warm, and it reminds you of growing up and laughing with your family and parents and your friends, your goofy friend from down the street. You're like 12 years old. Your goofy friend from down the street who you laugh with all the time. And now you're being served, let's say your mom is serving your favorite comfort food. You couldn't be happier. You couldn't be more say, right? And then she's carrying the food. Your mom is carrying the food from where she prepared it to you. Maybe you're sitting at a dining room table with your friend. You're laughing. And the dog comes zooming in, trips your mom, and she trips, and the food goes flying on the ground. And you see it in slow motion to this day. Now that you're 37, 47, 57, maybe 17 years, maybe you're 21 or 27 or 26 maybe 26 and a half. You can still see it in your mind's eye. The food flying through the air and onto the ground. That feeling of loss, right? That feeling of complete lack of control over what's happening. Your favorite food flying through the air after your mom tripped on the dog because the dog's acting crazy. The dog's like, feed me first, come on. And your favorite sandwich, your favorite dish goes flying on the ground. And you're like, oh, God, dang it. Well, that's what breaking up is like. And that's what Lil Nas X is saying in this song. Guys, I hope that explains it a little bit better. I like the song. I don't hate it. It just doesn't have that Old Town Road sort of magic to it. But nonetheless, it's tough enough to find that magic in any song, which he did in that Old Town Road, much less do it again. So it's really not a knock on him. It's almost impossible to do. But it also tells you how talented the Post Malones, the Ariana Grandes are, that they're able to do it again and again. I hope that helps.